What up YouTube, it's your boy Juiceboxx and welcome back to another Decipher the Cypher. Today we feature an artist who I definitely feels like deserves to be a top-notch guy in this hip-hop game. He goes by the name of Kota The Friend. I want to send a quick shout out to my older brother Steph Easy for showing me this guy. First time I ever seen this man was actually on one of his videos where he did a remix to Childish Gambino's Redbone. And since that point I have been locked on as a fan of this guy. And man, since that point, I have listened to every single song he's released, and since that point, this guy has released nothing but quality.
Front porch in it, weather hot as a sauna, or natives to California in a truck by where the border is. Finally escaped the mentality I was brought up in. Niggas wearing Jordans, but niggas' pockets is quarterless. Friday just another day, I don't know another way. Home is where I'm good, so I wear my slippers on the stage. Corporations just slavery by another name. I be sitting close to the window just waiting for the rain. Solo dolo, Kota don't fuck with no hoes. All y'all motherfuckers just treat each other like yo-yos. People steady looking for money, power, and logos. Most those people are only happy in they photos,
It's so hard for me to find a song that I really love more than the others because all of them are about, in my eyes, the same level. If I had to choose a favorite song of mine, it would have to be Alkaline just because of the Yoshi shout out, honestly. Ideally, you know, this being a hip hop show, I want to say, okay, yeah, it's due to the lyrics or the instrumental or, you know, the rhyme flow, the scheme, everything like that. But no, this guy brings it every time he's on a track. So I had to go to something trivial like the fact that there's a Yoshi shout out in that song.
Lately I just say I'm out of town, cause I don't really care to be around. I've been making up for my mistakes. I've been through a lot, I need a break.
Kota The Friend is currently on tour right now and is opening up city after city for one of my favorite artists, one of the guys that got me into conscious hip-hop music. Goes by the name of Lupe Fiasco. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bummed out when I heard that they weren't having a show in Las Vegas. I was like, God damn it! But it's all good. Kota The Friend is one of the artists that I love to keep up with on social media, so I kind of live vicariously through that when it comes to his shows.
Where you from, G? Where you from, G? Where you from, G? Where you from, G? They don't say much, they just let the gun speak. Take you out your kicks, call them Kyrie. All a young boy ever wanted was a gold chain. Riding through the city in the Benz, bumping, oh yeah. Fuck a 9 to 5, I'ma get this shit my own way. The trend, homie, this my own wave, that's a fact.
Now, being such a big fan of Kota The Friend, I have watched plenty of music videos that he's created, and his style of music videos, I don't know how, but it's just so captivating. There's something about this little slow zoom in, slow zoom out thing that he does where he doesn't even really have a lot of movement in the music video, but it's still very captivating. I love the fact that he puts subtitles in the bottom of all his music videos. That way, when you go see him live, you know, you have no excuse not to know the words, seriously.
Conversations over Cabernet and jazz playing, trying to take it slow cause it's virtuous if you had patience. We ain't never had money or nothing crazy. If you owe me, I expect you to pay me. Don't try and play me. Every dollar I acquired was earned, nigga, I work. Eating cause it's what I deserve, we from the dirt. I'm red wine boozy, want the best kind boozy. I'm a newbie to this life as a foodie. I have a duty to the block cause a lot of my homies won't ever leave. I'm taking in these views they probably won't ever see. Accustomed to the clouds, reflecting on every trial. The struggle that keep me humble, ain't nothing coming for free.
I know. You guys are wondering, why is there a wardrobe change? Why is he wearing a totally different shirt? Where's the Yoshi? I ended up getting inspired to add more to this script while I was doing research, and there was things that I wanted to talk about that I didn't talk about originally. Like the fact that it frustrates the hell out of me when I do videos about artists like this because I do not want to cut up their music videos at all. There's so many good lyrics from beginning to end, and me cutting into it, I feel like I just take away so much of the impact that the song really has. I legit would love to just play every single song all the way through that I'm showing to you guys, but I can't do that. So just make sure you guys go check them out, like for real, for real. If there's any artist that I've talked about or will talk about in the future, make sure this is one of those guys that y'all actually go check out. He has so much talent, like, and I do not want to rush this guy. Everybody's on their own time frame, but I cannot wait for everybody to understand why I like this guy's music so much. I came across one of the videos that really solidified me being a fan of Kota The Friend. His Shade 45 freestyle, it was incredible. The dude just dropped like 4 straight minutes of just bars.
Yo, for a hill in 99, it's all real. On the block, chilling by bodegas and burnt buildings. And now we rapping about the shit that really happened. And number runners and OG captains that lie beneath the ashes. And it don't matter if the sample on the beat is average. Kicking snares, shit, I kick it sick, and so I seem to manage. My people starving, so it's up to me to feed the famished city with these witty words. Then I shall release the Kraken. It's the downtown massacre, Myrtle Avenue looking like Little Africa. Wasn't y'all niggas acting tough? Making all this noise from Alcatraz to Attica. Terrorizing the government, ISIS to us amateurs.
Yo, man. So remember when I was talking about criteria for fitting into my top 5 artists of all time? One of the criteria is relatability. And one of the things that solidified Kota The Friend for being one of my favorite artists right now is the fact that he fits that criteria so well.
What makes me different as an artist is I think I speak to people's spirits more than just the physical, you know what I'm saying? I speak to something a little less tangible that, you know, affects us on a daily basis.
I'm not gonna lie, this dude's music helped me so much when I was going through a breakup. It wasn't even just like the lyrics in his songs that was so relatable. It was the vibe that his songs gave off. I'm sure most of you guys know when you're going through a breakup, things are tough, you know, your heart is always heavy. But sometimes music can just be one of those getaways for you. What I literally would just do is go out to my backyard, watch the sunset, and bump Kota The Friend for just all albums, straight through. Nothing else on my mind. And I honestly attribute part of the reason for me being able to move forward past that relationship was to Kota The Friend. So shouts out to the man. And then I really started listening to that song Sydney, and man, that first freaking verse, it's the second half of the first verse that really stuck out to me.
Don't believe in words like that. Every day I turn my back on yesterday. That's where you at and where you stay. No coming back to you. It's a Sunday afternoon. All them niggas gassing you. Now you stuck in New York City while your dreams is passing you.
Honestly, every time I hear that song Sydney now, it legit just helps keep that flame for me going when it comes to motivation. Kota The Friend's music really does speak to people's souls, you know? And I gotta say, I already tweeted this before, Kota The Friend definitely deserved to be on that 2017 XXL freshman list. Don't know how the heck he didn't end up on it, but you know, I get it. That was the class of the clout. Now granted, I don't know Kota The Friend personally, but I don't believe he's one of those artists that's all about the clout. Matter of fact, you could tell by his lyrics and by his music, he's not like that at all. So I get what XXL was trying to do with creating that type of, you know, class. But I thought when it came to the XXL freshmen, I thought that was all types of talents across the entire spectrum of hip hop. It's not just the popular stuff. It's not just the underground stuff. You have every single aspect of hip hop.
Summer in Chicago, yeah. Feel like we should slide away, yeah. Someone blowing up your phone. Trust that we are not the same, nah. Told me put a record on. Have you ever heard of Fela? Crazy how we get along. Fuck with you the way you wake up.
And I gotta say, Kota The Friend is one cultured artist, man. Because in multiple songs, he brings up this person named Fela. And me being the uncultured swine that I am, had no idea who Fela was. So I decided to look up who it was. And I found out that this guy was a dope dude. A little history lesson, Fela is actually a person who pioneered the Afrobeat, which is a sound that's really starting to be used a lot in hip hop now. And not only was this guy a multi-instrumentalist, this guy was also a human rights activist who vehemently fought against corruption in Nigeria. And I love that I found all this out and so much more about Fela just because I listened to a couple lyrics by Kota The Friend. So I hate it whenever people try to say, oh, musicians should just stick to music. They shouldn't talk about anything political or things of that sort. People who think like that have the whole game twisted. Musicians are the voice of the people. That's why they're popular. Musicians do make music pertaining to themselves, but they also make music pertaining to everybody in their communities. And they talk about all the things that people in their communities are struggling with or going through, or all the plights and pushbacks that they have to deal with. So for people to say musicians needed to stop talking about politics or anything, political, I feel like, and this is my opinion, they need to expand their mind a little bit more. Because off of just a handful of Kota The Friend lyrics, I was able to expand my mind and find out about a 1970s human rights activist from Nigeria.
I'm going off of the topic, I'm sending you blessings, I'm just sending you blessings, no strings attached, I wish you popping edges, healthy love in the autumn wedding, I wish you back rubs and good morning Texas, I wish you behave children that grow like your Chexes, I wish you good things, I wish you good things.
If you guys want to hear more of Kota The Friend's music, I will leave a link to his social media as well as his Spotify down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to slap that thumbs up button, subscribe and share. Tune in next week for another Decipher The Cypher. It's your boy Juiceboxx signing out, man. Deuces!
Everybody takes the easy way out, you know what I'm saying? If it's something they have to think about, they don't ever really give it a chance. And it's unfortunate because there's a lot of good music out there. If you just sit and listen to it, they'll just listen to the hook and the beat, get they drink and they smoke and they dance on,